World, Bettina Carey here, broadcasting live from sunny Seattle. And it's a small world after all, and we're all in this together. From homelessness to becoming one of 425 magazine's Women to Watch, Kim Peterson's mission is to help you reclaim your power, growing deep roots of authentic identity so that you can increase your confidence, build your credibility, and embrace your influence to achieve greater levels of success and fulfillment with greater ease. Kim is a global speaker, trainer, and coach, and she's a coach to individuals, teams, and organizations such as Boeing, Amazon, and Vistage International. Welcome, Kim. It's so great to have you here today. It's been a while since we've been in touch. I cannot wait to hear what you have to share with us today.
Thank you so much, Bettina. It is a delight to be here. And yes, it is gorgeous and sunny in Seattle today. Woo woo.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us a little bit more about yourself besides what I just shared with folks.
Yes, well, I am passionate about the work that I get to do. I definitely see it as living my purpose and my calling as a speaker, trainer, and coach, owner of Uniquely Savvy. And, you know, it's been quite an amazing journey. I'm in my 20th year of business.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so exciting. So obviously, I know your personal story, and hopefully you'll share some of it here. How have you overcome adversities in your past to become a successful coach, counselor, and expert speaker over the years?
Gosh, that has been such a journey, but I am definitely someone who I would say in the last 20 years have really made an investment into who I am as a woman, who I am as a person and a professional. So that investing looks like investing in coaching. I remember I had a coach for 8 solid years straight, and counseling. Yeah, it was quite an investment, but well worth it, because let me also say that it was well worth it because this was a coach that I said, listen, I need, no BS. And I'm just going to say that. That's what I said. I need you to be honest. I need you to really hold a mirror to me and help me reframe my thinking, help me see things that I don't see. And really, Bettina, I hired her. She was more a business coach, but what I knew to be true is that I needed her to work with me on my personal life as I was just coming out of domestic violence marriage and started my business homeless. I knew that if I didn't get this right, that my business would not survive. So we worked together for 8 years, and she was good. She said, boy, I earned my money with you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I was quite a case to crack, I suppose. But, that and, counseling and professional development seminars and courses, I'm a fan of investing in myself. And it was a lot of mindset work.
Yeah, I can totally relate. And I'm so sorry you had to go through domestic violence. I too, I'm a survivor and thriving in business as well. So thank you for sharing that with those of us who might keep that a secret. I'm glad that you are open about it. So you and I have been talking about how women need to take the time to be self-reflective and to really dive a little bit deeper into their heart, their spirit, their soul, to help guide their next steps, especially during these troubled times. And we were getting into the whole notion of comparison and how we compare ourselves to others, and especially maybe to other women in our lives. What are you doing specifically to add meaning and purpose to your life and to stay out of that comparison dialogue in your head?
Sure. So, the center, if you will, the center of my business really is about identity. And really stepping into your whole empowered authentic self. And that is not an assignment for the faint of heart, for sure. But because I'm so committed to that, I put on blinders, if you will. I put on blinders that say, stay in your lane. because of my upbringing, because of my background. You know, I'm a very different person now, thank God, you know, have done a lot of healing work. But the truth of the matter is, you know, I was born into this world of misfits, and really layers of that storyline and adversity went with me for so long that I would have a natural propensity to compare myself to others. And that really caused, you know, a lot of despair, you know, jealousy. It could be, it just, yeah, sometimes it would turn to envy, just real frustration, and even depression and anxiety. And so I had to really learn to stay in my own lane. And so now when we are in these changing times, and they are changing, and I believe that they will continue to change and evolve in new and different ways, but really it's so important for me to think about what is giving my life meaning and purpose, what is giving my business meaning and purpose, and how can I lead with my strengths, really, versus looking around and seeing, you know, what everybody else is doing. And you know, and that's going to look different for everybody. When we first started in this time of sheltering in place, and the whole world was shut down, and I was in a place emotionally and mentally and with my family that actually what was giving me meaning and purpose in those first several weeks was outward in the community, right? So there was some opportunities where I had called Evergreen Hospital and asked them to prioritize their PPE needs. And so there were five top needs that they had, and it was just me asking. But what I was able to do was rally people in our community to participate, and in that we were able to curate 17,000 pieces of PPE, and almost $2,000 through some crowdsourcing. And that was very meaningful to me. And there were some other community opportunities through Hope Link and some other areas that were just rewarding. And it really didn't have to do with my business or anything else. It was just a reflection really of where I had come from, right? Because I had come from poverty, and I have come from, you know, years, grades 4 through 12, living in condemned housing, and recognizing and remembering what it feels like to have need, to have lack, and to need the community to come alongside me. So those were some things, but I've also been taking courses online. I took a course from Johns Hopkins on it's psychological first aid, and it's really helped me to understand at a broader level how to think about the mental health needs and the crisis that we're having now as a reflection of this pandemic, but how that supports me is how I am able to coach better my clients, my individual clients, or excuse me, some of the programs that I'm building on resilience for creating an empowered and confident future is really to get educated, to have greater awareness, to put steps into place to really help people, you know, be able to walk through this, and myself included.
That's great. I mean, I truly applaud you for jumping in and working with the community to deliver such fantastic results, and it doesn't go unnoticed in my little world. I watched you do it. So we met about 20 years ago, just when you were getting your business probably off the ground, and you named your business Uniquely Savvy for a reason. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, absolutely. So Uniquely Savvy is really reflective of this. It means that you all who are watching today and beyond are uniquely you. There is nobody else like you. And it's so important it's so important in humanity, actually, that we understand that we have inherent and unique value, that our, complexities of our mindset, if you will, our unique skills and talents and abilities, our, life experiences, both positive and negative, they all shape us to bring forth a unique purpose in this world. There could be many stylists. I started my business as an image consultant and a stylist, and have since expanded out to a personal brand consultant and life coach and speaker. But the point is there are so many of us across all of those fields and industries, and we can celebrate everybody because everybody brings such uniqueness, a unique perspective, a unique lens that is able to add something that another person can't. And it's all to be celebrated. And yet what I find is that people, men and women, struggle with inadequacies, feeling inadequate, feeling like they're not enough, comparing themselves to other people, embracing the imposter syndrome. And what I think is really healing is to step into your authentic, unique self. And why this even came to be is because, I was always that misfit. And I was always, all the things, the ugly duckling, growing up in poverty, left behind, rejection, abandonment. The whole world constantly told me that I wasn't enough, that I wasn't lovable. And by the way, that I was damaged goods even because of some of the experiences that I had as a young person. And I will tell you this, Bettina, because I want to speak to the power of the subconscious mind. It is so critical. We talk about self-talk all the time and our limiting beliefs, but they are so destructive. We know that research shows that it causes stress, which impacts our health and our mental health, our physical health. We're more prone to heart attack and whatnot. And the power of the subconscious mind is so powerful that it drives our choices and our thoughts. And what happened for me when I was 15 years old, I was so depressed at 15 and it was just really suffocating on my own existence. And after sexual assault, I will say that because honesty is the first step to all change. And so by the time I was 12, that had happened. By the time I was 15, life was too much. Well, so I was just thinking about how can I take my own life without causing additional pain and anguish, because I was just suffering tremendously.
Yeah.
And what happened, Bettina, is the power of the subconscious mind had me walking in a sleepwalking episode whereby I woke up in the kitchen with a butcher knife in my hand.
Wow.
So this is why I say we have to challenge our limiting beliefs and champion the truth of everything, and challenge the source, challenge the comment, and really search for and mine for the truth of what is, so that we can reprogram and reframe our thoughts. It was just about 2 weeks after that I had this dusty old Bible that who knew that there was this verse in there. It's Psalm 139 verses 14 through 16 that says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I saw you being formed in your mother's womb. All the days of your life were written before one ever came to be." And that right there, Bettina, was the turning point for my entire life. If you fast forward to now, Uniquely Savvy is a reflection of that verse that says, fearfully and wonderfully made. There is no one else like you, right? So in that time, right, that was like the first time in my life I thought, oh my gosh, I felt known and celebrated and worthy. And then it turned to, well, how do I dress those attributes and characteristics? And P.S., still poor, I tore my nickel into a quarter at the thrift stores, trying to figure out how to dress my shape and my dark skin and and all of those things. And so really, this is the pathway to Uniquely Savvy being established 20 years ago. It is all about helping people celebrate who they are, reframe limiting beliefs so they can step into new layers of breakthrough and freedom, and really step into their empowered, really authentic self, because it's then that you can be more effective as a leader, as a wife, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend. But we can't do that if we're stuck in that comparison.
Right,
game.
right. And with the ability to believe in yourself and have these quantum breakthroughs that we're talking about, which is mindset reframing, you can begin to have a life that's inclusive instead of being competitive, a life where it's collaborative instead of envious. And so there's a lot that that is possible there. So you're going to be a Women's Empowerment Summit speaker. And so I'm inviting everyone who's listening to us right now and watching right now to sign up for the Women's Empowerment Summit and come out and listen to and hear Kim Peterson. She's going to be part of the Women's Empowerment. Go to women'sempowermentmarketplace.com. You can also get on our mailing list by texting the word women to 555-888. It's been so wonderful to have you on the show here today. Kim, how can folks get a hold of you in the meantime and going forward? I know that there's probably someone watching who really wants to share a personal story with you, that wants to connect with what you are doing to help motivate and move women from a less confident place to a more confident place. And coincidentally enough, this year, the theme for the Women's Empowerment Summit is moving confident women forward, female forward, #female forward. So how can folks get a hold of you?
Absolutely. So you can find me at uniquelysavvy.com, and that's SAVVY.com, and connect with me on LinkedIn for sure. LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook. Every day I'm trying to add value with practical, tactical tips to help you be your best, most confident and empowered self.
Wonderful. Well, we are through with our time today. It's been a wonderful and joyous experience to talk to you at length here, Kim. I look forward to you at the Women's Empowerment Summit on June the 10th. It's going to be from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. It's going to be all virtual. The tickets are just $17. Again, sign up at the Women's Empowerment Marketplace. See ya. Till next time. Bye for now.
Bye.